everyone! Welcome to our first ever podcast episode.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! We're so excited! Our manager, our friends, our parents have been pushing us to do this podcast together, and I'm so excited that it's finally happening today. Kenalin, aku Agnes Rahajeng, and these are my two beautiful sisters.
I'm Elizabeth. And I'm Maria.
Jadi kita bertiga ini bukan triplets ya guys. Banyak yang suka komen, oh my god, are you guys triplets?
No, we're not.
They are 5 minutes apart, and I'm the baby sister. I'm the baby of the family. We are 8 and
years.
9 months
apart.
We are going to talk about something very exciting today. We're going to talk about our dating life. Wouldn't you like to know? Let's begin.
Y'all out there who are looking at this video and have no idea who we are, don't know what our background is. We are content creators, entrepreneurs, and we work together. We live together.
Period.
Which is fun.
Fun.
Times. Yeah. Most of the time it's fun. Most of the time it's really fun. I highly recommend living with your sisters. Right? Why are you rolling your eyes? Yes, you are. What is the best part of living together?
Having unlimited wardrobe.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite part. Bags, shoes, accessories.
That you didn't pay for.
Theirs is mine.
Yes.
One thing I would say is that we have different personalities, different styles. We are type A, you're type Mo. So
I asked about the best part about living together, but what's the worst part of living together? Maybe you can start that conversation because I think that's where
I think she's got a lot to say.
That's where you're heading towards.
So we are type A, goes to type A, and Agnes is a type B, meaning we love tidiness. We love
We're
tidiness.
very organized.
We're very organized. We like things a certain way.
Organized.
Whereas Agnes is just a little bit more, lebih santai.
Very santai.
If I can do it later, why do I have to do it now?
Exactly.
So we have just been discussing about all the ways that we three are so different from each other. And I think one of the ways that we're different is our dating experiences. We have gone through 3 different journeys. Would you agree with that?
Like, it's completely different. Our dating lives are so different.
Well, up until like a couple years ago, me and Elizabeth's journeys
We're quite similar.
yeah.
Quite similar.
Yeah.
we're on the same boat. We're just, but we're very different from Agnes.
So just a little background. Maria and I, we are 33 years old. And Agnes here is 25. She just turned 25. She's the baby of the family. Maria and I have always, I don't want to say struggled, but we've always found it hard to find long-lasting relationships. And Agnes has been the complete opposite.
She has never been single.
Yeah, not a day in her life.
She is now, though.
She's had very, very long relationships. You just got out of a 7-year relationship.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, okay, so I guess we're starting from me. I recently got out of a 7-year relationship. We met in university, and then we basically grew up together. And after the 5th year, actually, we had our first breakup, and then kita balikan, terus lanjut sampai 7 tahun. And I would say it was one of the hardest decisions I'd have to make in my life. Karena you basically grew up with each other kan. Dan setelah 7 tahun tuh rasanya pasti yang kayak, oh my god, we invested so much in this relationship. My family juga udah sayang with my ex. His family also udah sayang sama aku.
You were very, very close.
So it felt like I wasn't only breaking up a relationship, but also like
Breaking up
between
two
families.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like TMI, but when you told us that it was official, I remember officially broken up.
Yeah.
I remember you coming into the house and we were in the living room and it was me, Maria,
this was the first
and
time,
our mom. Yeah,
This was the first time.
The first time. And we were just sitting down in the living room and you'd come in to the house and you told us. And we broke down.
Yeah,
We
I remember that.
cried.
Everybody
our eyes
cried.
out. We could not stop crying, and it was just so sad for everybody. And I think that just illustrates how close the two families were. And at the same time, it's also very sensitive for you because obviously we wanted to support your decision, but it was also, you know, a little,
very hard.
it was hard for
It was
everybody.
very hard. It was very hard for everybody.
But it also speaks to the fact, like, even if everybody else wants your relationship to work, you have to do at the end of the day what's right for you. You have to make the decision that is right for you. And how did you ultimately end up with that decision?
I feel like I've already felt that for a while before the breakup. He made a mistake which really, really hurt me. And I invested so much in this relationship. Do I want to work it out? But it was also, on the other hand, I invested so much in this relationship. How could he have done this to me?
The betrayal.
So the betrayal, I feel like the betrayal at the time really outweighed everything else. And at the time I was just really, really hurt. And I couldn't find a way to work past through it. So I really believed that this is the best decision. Like, it's best for me, it's best for him. And although everybody else around me wanted the relationship to work, I wanted the relationship to work, but I knew that I wouldn't be happy because the pain was just, it was too much.
Yeah, but I think ultimately, looking from the outside to your situation as a sister, I think you made like such a brave decision because ultimately you put yourself first. And not everyone can do that, especially when outside factors like family and friends are really rooting for the relationship to succeed. It makes it 100 times harder to make the right decision for yourself. So what you were able to do was you were able to stop all of this noise, to cut out all of this noise, and then ask yourself, what do I want? What feels right for me? And then go with that decision. Because I don't know a lot of people who can do that. I think you should be really proud of yourself for doing that.
Period.
I have a question. When you break up with someone, whether it's a situationship, a relationship, or just like someone that you used to date, when you follow them on Instagram, what do you do? Like, do you block them or do you mute them or do you restrict them, unfollow them? You unfollow them immediately.
I don't.
You don't.
I don't.
You just keep on following them.
I still follow all of my situationships.
So for me, I've only ever blocked like 3 people. 2 of them I've dated in the past, and one of them was a very, very, very creepy stalker that I've had in the past. But if we've dated and I blocked you, it means one of 2 things, okay? A, it means that you are so toxic, you broke my heart, and I never want to see you again. I never want to speak to you again. You have no access or privilege of access to me. Or B, it means that like we broke up cordially, but it is for my own good health, mental health. But because I know you're ultimately not good for me or we're not good for each other, I have to unfollow you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I probably just mute them if I don't want to see.
Yeah, for me, I have follow. I'm like, okay, if the situationship is done, I'm like, I don't really communicate with you in my life, then I'm just gonna follow you. And there was one instance where a guy, we were dating, we were seeing each other. It wasn't like official yet, but then he just out of the blue ghosted me.
Who does that? Who would ever ghost?
I benci banget sih. Ghosters itu I benci banget because it says nothing about me. It says everything about you and the immature child that you are.
Period.
Just out of the blue most of the time.
And it's one thing if like you've never met each other in real life, but
Yeah,
you've
but
gone
when
on dates,
you've gone on dates.
you've seen each other, you've spent time with one another.
And it was going well.
Yes. And it's just like they just decided to ghost. So
Yeah. But it
Immediately
really,
unfollow, blocked. I would block.
yeah.
I would block.
Thank God I've never been ghosted. I think if I've been ghosted, I would.
But hindsight, okay, this was like a couple months.
Agnes has never been ghosted. Okay.
Because
Okay.
because I value communication, and if I sense it's not going anywhere, I won't give them the chance to ghost me. I would like, okay, kayaknya nggak bisa. I appreciate whatever we went through, and like I appreciate our experiences, but kayaknya gue mau sendiri aja, and like thank you. Udah, jadi kayak I don't give them the chance to ghost me. Tapi kalau misalnya itu susah karena you were blindsided,
Yeah.
itu dia jahat.
Yeah.
I know some girls who stand by ghosting,
Yeah.
who are like, there are some things that don't need to be said.
Yeah.
And, I feel uncomfortable telling a guy that, okay, I don't like this about you, or I don't like that you did this to me. It's just an easier way to take yourself out of a situation. But obviously, people, function in differently. I would like for someone, if they don't see anything,
And to be upfront.
yes, to be.
Be like, hey, this is not working. That's it.
I have been guilty of ghosting people in the past. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so sorry. I would like to apologize to those people. I think maybe like two.
But have you met these people?
One of them, yes. The other, no.
If you haven't met them, I think ghosting is like valid. I think it's okay.
I just want to formally apologize, and I know better now. I know better. I've learned.
We
from
make
my
mistakes and we learn.
We make mistakes and we learn, and I'm so sorry. I've really learned from that experience, and once I know that I'm not vibing with someone, I now know to communicate and say, you know what, I had a great time with you, but I'm not feeling a romantic connection. Let's just be friends. And that's all it takes. That's all it takes, guys.
That's all it takes. Tuh, itu tinggal di copy paste buat kalian para ghosters, itu tinggal di copy paste, dikirim aja ya. Right?
So the thing is that she's never actually told the full story of how she met Matthias. She's never told, like, it's never been published on social media. Only close friends and family know the real story.
So you're about to hear it first.
Okay, but you know that guy that ghosted me?
I remember.
The same year that I met Matthias.
Yeah.
So literally when he ghosted me, looking back, I'm like, thank you so much. That was the best gift that you could have given me.
That was divine intervention.
That was God protecting me.
Yeah. A rejection is God's
protection. Okay? Like, if you get your heart broken, just know that someone better is out there for you. Like, who cares about that guy that broke your heart or ghosted you or whatever?
In the moment, that's not what it feels like, but you really
just can't see it yet.
Just have to
remind
keep
yourself.
that in your head.
Okay, this guy is clearly not for me. That's not husband material. That is not husband behavior.
My husband would never do that.
My husband would never. Like a single day without texting me? No.
Never.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so
Continue.
I connected with this guy on Raya, and we were just like, it's not really
Where does he
anything
live?
in South Africa.
Okay. He's the South Africa guy.
That's where he's based.
That's where he's based.
Anyways, it wasn't like too crazy. Our like conversation, it was just like, it was more casual, okay? It was just more casual, but we were in contact with each other. And so he's an artist, and he had an art exhibition in Seoul, okay? And he was like, are you gonna be in Seoul during September this year? I'm like, no, I'm not going to Seoul. And he's like, well, if you're free, let's meet up in Seoul. You can come to my exhibition. We can hang out. And at that moment, I'm like, I don't know. Would I go to Seoul for this guy just for his exhibition? Like,
She would.
I don't know. Would I do that?
She did.
And anyways, fast forward, I was like, okay, maybe I can just go to Seoul with a friend for a couple
make it a
days.
girls' trip.
Let's make it a girls' trip. So even if I see him or not, like, I'm just gonna go on this trip with a friend of mine, right? So I went with my friend Marcia. It was also her first time in Seoul. And so we booked our tickets and everything. And it was only 4 nights in Seoul, okay? Everything was booked. And then 2 weeks before our trip, he tells me, I'm so sorry, I'm not going to Seoul anymore. Basically, that's what happened. I'm like, oh my God, like I had bought everything. Well, I already told myself, if I see him or not see him, like, I'm just gonna go there.
Still,
I'm just gonna go
obviously
there.
that was on your mind.
I know.
Still, it's
Initially,
a letdown.
I was upset. I was like, ugh, whatever. Like didn't work
You
out.
can say that you were upset. You can
Yeah,
say that
initially,
you were
I was just
frustrated. Like what?
Really?
You're the one who invited me to
You're the
your
one who invited
exhibition.
me.
I
And
booked
now
I booked
everything.
everything,
I
and
even
now
invited
you're
a friend too.
Now you're saying that you can't
2
go.
weeks before.
Who does that?
Yeah,
But in my head,
Anybody would be frustrated.
But in my head, I'm like, God, please, like whatever happens, I know this is for the best.
This is a redirection.
This is a redirection, another redirection. So I'm like, okay, let's just enjoy 4 days in Seoul with my friend Marcia, and let's go. So we went to Seoul, and Marcia at this time was also single. So we're both single on this trip, and we're like, okay, let's just download Bumble, right? That was my first time downloading Bumble. I was like, let's just meet people here. If, it happens, it happens. If it's not, whatever.
If it doesn't.
And that's when I matched with Agnes.
Her now fiance.
So there was this one guy that I met on my second night, and it was just like, it was not good. When I met Matthias, it was the third and fourth night I was there. And we had like instant chemistry. Literally the first thing that I thought in my head when I saw him was like, where have you been all my life?
Oh my God.
That was literally the first thing that popped into my head because,
Wow.
he was like, it was raining, okay? It was raining. I felt like it was in a K-drama.
literally is a K-drama.
Movie.
Literally K-drama writers. Where are you?
No, and then we had instant connection, instant chemistry, and everything was just like,
It just felt right.
It just felt
Everything was
good.
easy.
Everything felt right, and the rest was history, literally. Like we saw each other 2 nights in Seoul, and then that's when he came to Indonesia to meet me again, and that's when he met our parents, and then
Family.
Elizabeth,
And then
but you weren't there.
I wasn't there.
But the rest was history. And so that's why I'm saying like leading up to meeting him, that's when the guy ghosted me. That's when the guy
Trials
ditched
and
me,
tribulations.
yeah, it was
I think
God's
in those
intervention.
moments when things aren't going your way, when like the guy you like suddenly doesn't text you back, and then like this other guy cancels his trip, of which like you literally booked this trip for him to see him. When all of these things don't work out your way, that's really that moment. You're like, okay, what is happening?
But God has better plans.
It's difficult to keep the faith. It's difficult to
I know.
keep believing.
But that's exactly when you need to
have
faith and to keep believing.
And before you met Matthias, how long had you been single?
I had been single for 6 years. I was also like you, in the sense of like, I don't want to settle down with just anybody.
No, because we
know,
have standards.
Just because of I want to be with someone, no. Like I don't want to settle down
and
with just
you're
anybody.
very steadfast in that. Like Maria and I are both steadfast in the fact that, there are options. People are asking us out, and we're going on dates and we're meeting people, but
They're not good enough for
this
you.
person is not my husband, I will not settle down. And that's something that we're both very, like, we believe that 100%, because I think it's also due to the fact that we know our worth, we know what we deserve, we know what is possible because of how we were raised and the parents that raised us. Our parents have been married for 34 years now.
We know the love that we're looking for exists.
It exists.
It exists.
So you were saying like, guys, in the past, it's not as if like we don't give guys chances. We do want to move forward, but in the past, there have been some difficulties
On their side.
They don't want to continue because of A, B, C, D, and E. For example, they're insecure. They say they want an independent woman, but they don't.
They always want a baddie until they get one.
Until they get one, and then
Until they get one, and they're like,
And they don't know what to do with it.
they bumble. They just bumble.
and they're like, oh, you're so busy. Oh,
did you not know that I have a career? Did you not know that? Do you not know that I have things going on in my
that's
life
why
outside
you
of you?
pursued me, and you're surprised this is still me.
Yeah, they're like, oh my God, you're traveling so much. You're so busy. You have so many projects going on. And that's when their insecurities and their ego comes to play. And they're like,
This
I
not
don't
working
think
out.
this is for me. No.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to me so many times. So many times. Unfortunately, sometimes in my past relationship, especially with my ex, and I had to dim my light for him. I didn't want to overshadow like his pride or his ego. You know,
Was that something that he explicitly told you, or that's
No.
just something that you felt you had to do to keep the relationship?
that I felt like I had to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was also a person that kind of looked down on what we did
On your
in
profession,
terms of
in our
content
profession,
creating.
our
So
industry.
he is a very like political person. He's a very serious person, and he didn't really get it. He doesn't have Instagram. He doesn't really get the fashion industry. So he was more of like, what do? You go to these events, and he like belittled.
Ew,
You know,
that's so disgusting.
I know.
What an asshole.
And I was young and naive, and I
Yeah.
just
And
wanted.
you were much younger than him also, right?
Yeah, he was 10 years older than me. I was 22 when we first went out.
dating.
And that was my first like relationship. And I just wanted to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
I just
And
wanted.
especially at the time, lu ngiranya pasti kayak ini orang udah lebih dewasa, udah lebih
I
mature,
can
udah
learn
lebih
from
settle.
him,
Kayak
and
gue
like-
masih kecil, kayak pasti
know.
like he's the one taking care of me.
And
Kayak
it was so toxic. Looking back, it was so toxic. I just felt like so bad for me looking back. Like,
yeah.
You couldn't be yourself.
I couldn't
You
be myself
who you
at
are.
all. Like I just wanted him to. I wanted his approval.
You wanted
Yeah.
his approval.
I was willing to give up like so much of myself for him.
To lose yourself along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like that's almost a universal experience. Kayaknya pasti banyak banget perempuan yang ngerasa hal yang sama, where you have to dim your light, where you have to lose yourself in order to, you know, fit into that other person's life, for you to always want their validation,
what they
to be what
want.
they want. Padahal kayak kalau dipikir-pikir lagi, lu pasti lebih keren daripada dia gitu loh.
And also, it's the right person will never,
Never.
ever
The right-
ask you
no,
to do that.
never.
The right person will accept you
Yeah.
exactly the
Yeah.
way you
And
are.
that's how I knew.
And also, you don't have to get or understand what I do. I don't have to get or understand what you do. Tapi titik tengahnya tuh
You can respect what
you can
I do.
respect what I do without
You know?
kayak lu nggak perlu ngerti. I know you're in politics or whatever. You don't understand fashion. That doesn't mean you get to belittle me for what I do and for how I make a living. I don't belittle you for what you do, gitu kan? And like lu nggak harus paham. Tapi it's the bare minimum buat dia kayak ya udah nggak paham tapi kayak whatever. I'm done with the bare minimum. Dan kalaupun lu nggak ngerti with my work, at least you show interest or you try to understand. You make an effort
try to learn.
to want to.
You ask
Yeah,
questions.
to want to include yourself
There's
in
a
my life.
curiosity of my life.
Be
and
curious.
Be
Itu.
curious.
Be
Please.
curious.
You don't know something? Ask.
Ask.
This is the
Yeah.
person that you potentially that you like this person. Hopefully that you like this person. If you like a person, you have an interest in their life and you really want to
You
know
want to
about
know.
them.
You
You have
wanna
a
be
curiosity
included.
about their
Yeah.
likes, their dislikes.
You want to know
their
what,
world, their entire
their
world.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I have dated people in the past where they don't ask any questions about what I do. They don't. They don't. Like I would be like, oh, I have an exciting event that I'm doing today. Like I'm seeing something, or I'm hosting something that I'm so excited
Yeah,
for.
I remember.
And this is what I'm doing. This is who I'm interviewing, and
He doesn't care.
no follow-up
doesn't
questions.
No follow.
That's the
follow-up
worst.
That is
You
the
feel
worst.
so. And I think I've read this before. You're a 10, but it makes you feel like a 0.
Oh my God, yeah.
Because
kayak, am I not interesting
Am I
enough?
like, why doesn't this person care about my life and what I do?
It just makes you feel so.
It makes you feel so
Your
small.
self-esteem
small.
It makes you
It
feel
just
so
goes
small.
down
It just
because of
makes you
that.
feel like you don't matter. Your lack of curiosity is just, it's your lack of interest. Kayak it just tells me you're actually not interested in me at all. You actually don't care about me. And you just want to be seen with me because I'm pretty unsuccessful
Or maybe I was just interesting for you in the beginning.
in the beginning.
In the beginning, you liked the chase.
And then once you
And then
got
once
it,
you
you're
got-
just like, whatever.
Okay, we've talked about your relationship, and then we've talked about Maria's current status, which is a fiancé. You have a
I'm going to be a
fiancé.
2025 bride.
She's getting
That
married
is crazy.
in 5 months. 5 months. And the question is, are we going to find a date in time for her wedding? We don't know.
A +1.
Question mark.
+1.
Big question mark. So I've been single for, I don't know if I want to say. Let's say like 10 plus years. I don't know. I have lost track, you guys. So yeah, I've been single for a very long time. It's not like I have not dated. I have. I've dated here and there. I've had situationships. I've had a lot of almosts where like where we almost get to the finish line and then it
God none
doesn't
of those
work out.
happened.
Especially with sisters who are always, not always, but one who is engaged, planning a wedding, and one who is almost in and out of relationships.
Almost never single.
I'm kind of like the oddball out, kind of, because I'm on social media a lot. Obviously, I'm a content creator, and I'm always bombarded with feeds of people getting married, getting engaged, having their second, third child. And I honestly cannot relate to any of that because I've never experienced any of those things. You know, I could not relate to any of that content. So I was thinking, like, I don't know anybody out there, or at least like here in Indonesia, who really advocates about, you know, the experience of being single, especially in your 30s. So I thought, why not make content about that?
Yeah.
And what I've been doing is I have been opening up about my experience on Instagram. And it's something that beforehand I was so afraid to do because it's, you
It's
know,
very
there's
vulnerable topic.
it's a very vulnerable topic. Not a lot of people talk about it, mainly because I think there's a lot of shame surrounding it. Because if you've been single for as long as I have, the idea is that, oh, nobody wants to be with me, and therefore something's wrong with me, and therefore I should never talk about this because it feels like I'm going to be judged for who I am. I'm going to be judged for being single, and so nobody really talks about this.
But in reality, a lot of people relate to that.
Yeah, so the moment I started to speak up about this and share my experience, I've been flooded with DMs and messages from women and men telling me that they're on the same boat. They know exactly how I feel. And it feels really empowering to know that, first of all, you're not alone and that like people still have hope, which is amazing. People are still, you know, they have a positive outlook on it instead of saying, let's just not even try anymore. Like that's not what I'm about.
That's not.
But yeah, I think it's been a really positive experience.
And now you have a series,
up.
right?
I do have a series where I am going to talk about the very real, raw, unfiltered experience of what it's like being single in your 30s and how
and your journey to finding love.
And my journey to
finding love.
Yes.
The love that you deserve.
The love that I deserve.
Yes.
Yeah.
At this point, I truly believe that my love life has been delayed, has been divinely delayed for my protection.
Delayed.
Of course.
I really believe that because I feel like
For sure.
there's so many instances where it could have happened, but it didn't. And I think it's because I am protected. Like I truly believe that 100%. Like it's God's protection. You are not meant to be with that man. I do not want you to be with that man. You are meant for something else. You are meant for something greater. And maybe this is the time for me to really focus on my purpose, focus on becoming the best version of myself, focusing on growth, focusing on, who do I want to be as a person? And then maybe then I will be ready to find my life partner, the person that I'm meant to be with. And maybe it's not now.
No.
And I've come to realize that that's the mindset that I have to have.
Yeah.
And make peace with it. Because I think if you fight against the current, you're
Bakal
not
makin
going to get
susah.
anywhere.
You're not gonna get anywhere.
Fight against it and maksa gitu.
Yeah.
Kayak, I want to be in a relationship so bad.
Law
I'm
of
just gonna
attraction.
I'm going to be with anybody, the next person that gives me some type of attention.
Yeah.
That's never been me.
Yeah.
That's never been me.
And that's also one of the things I really admire about you, both of you, do not settle for less. Kayak bener-bener nggak peduli because you know your worth. Jangan sama orang yang because okay, the guys she dated before itu kayak on paper they sound perfect, kayak punya segalanya, you know. Successful, terus kayak good looking, tapi kayak pas dijalanin pasti ini orang-orang tuh bener-bener nggak bener, you can tell they yang you said before, they make a 10 feel like a 0, which is obviously what you never want. Dan maksudnya ngelihat mereka, it's you guys have everything. Kayak cakep tuh udah gak perlu ditanya, successful. But not only that, not only being pretty and successful, but actually being kind, actually having a good heart, being smart, hardworking, dan maksudnya peduli sama orang-orang sekitar gitu loh. Itu tuh yang susah dicari dan gak semua laki-laki, bahkan yang paling sukses pun itu bisa bersanding sama mereka, I feel. Jadi emang carinya tuh sulit. Carinya tuh sulit, guys. But yeah, I 100% believe it is God's protection.
You need to find someone that's not going to take you for granted.
Not take you for granted.
And in the least conceited way, I haven't found anyone that deserves to be by my side.
Yeah.
I have not found that person. And that's not coming from a conceited
No. You just know what you deserve.
I just know what I deserve. I know what I bring to the table. I know what kind of person I am, and I know what type of partner I want.
Yeah.
And then I've heard from some of my friends, I'm not going to say who, but there are some people out there who are saying, you're way too picky. You know that? You're so picky. That's why you're single.
I'm going to spend the rest of my life with this person.
I
should be picky.
Important decision of my life. I'm not going to take it light.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take it lightly. Not at all. So for anyone out there who has struggled with their singleness, it's not an easy journey. It really isn't. But I hope you know that the right person will always accept you the way you are, and the right person will come along when it's meant to be.
Yeah.
It's divine timing. I truly believe that. One thing that I am proud of doing in the past is I know I'm not afraid to walk away.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid.
Yeah.
You show me one time that you disrespect me. You show me one time that you do not deserve my energy and my time. I'm walking away.
Walk away.
I'm walking away.
Learn, girls. Walk away from what's not right for you.
I was just going to talk about the fact that, okay, we are twins, right?
Yes, we are. The last time
Are you? I don't know.
So we are twins. Obviously, we have a connection, a deeper connection than what we have with Agnes, in a sense of we have been with each other for so long.
Since the womb.
And how do you feel when we were on the same boat for so long? And then I finally found Matthias, and then that relationship progressed more and more. How do you feel? How did you feel in terms of obviously I knew you were happy for us, but was there kind of oh my God, why haven't I found someone?
Yeah.
Yet,
So first of all, talking about how being twins really shaped you as a human being, not a lot of people know what it's like to be a twin. So obviously we have been with each other since day one. We have done everything together. We have had the same exact experiences from day one. We went to the same schools. We did the same extracurricular activities. We played the same sports. We played the same
interests.
music
hobbies.
instruments. We went to the same university. We studied the same, we took the same major.
Yeah.
Everything was the same. And so I feel like whatever I experienced, she has experienced. And whatever she experienced, I've experienced. And whatever she had growing up, I had. And so this is a very new experience for the both of us where she has something and I don't have it. And so it's like, wait a minute, something is wrong with the world if I have something and she doesn't. It's like, you know what I mean? Like
It's not
even
a
when we were
balance,
younger,
you know?
when we were
Like,
younger,
something is missing.
if someone gave her a popsicle, I would want, like, where's my popsicle?
Where's mine?
Hello? What is what?
Where's my fiance?
What do you mean I don't have a popsicle?
Where's
you know?
my boyfriend?
So I have to have whatever she had and vice versa. And so this is a very interesting experience where Maria has something that I don't have, but it's also like so many experiences that she's going through that I have absolutely no idea what that feels like. And of course, I'm happy for her that she's found someone and it's like the right person. But at the same time, I do have these feelings of, well, I wonder why it hasn't happened to me yet. And I wonder when it will happen to me. And I think those two things can exist.
Yeah, of
those
course.
two feelings can exist where, you know, I'm so excited that we're planning wedding together. And like, I'm so happy to be a bridesmaid, that we're bridesmaids. And like, everybody has this excitement towards their wedding. But then there's a moment where I also can feel lonely, where I don't have that person and she does, where like I don't have a life partner. I don't have someone that I can, you know, talk to at the end of the day. But it's uncharted territory. It's uncharted territory. She's going to have a husband and a family, and that's like, what? Oh my God, we're not going to live in the same house. That is insane. That is insane. But we knew this day was going to come.
But it's funny because, like, obviously the day that I got engaged, it was like the most beautiful thing. I don't know why I'm so...
Oh my God. Can we get a tissue? Why are you crying? Okay, you cry.
Yeah, why am I crying?
Why?
Why am I getting so emotional? I don't know.
What?
I can't hear you.
More tissue. Why'd you take it away?
Obviously, like, I was so happy on that day. Like, when Matthias asked me to marry him, it was so beautiful. And, like, I couldn't wait to tell everybody. I couldn't wait to call you, and I can't talk. I can't talk. Okay, wait. Okay, obviously I was so happy and I was like overwhelmed with joy and I couldn't wait to tell everybody back home, like mommy and daddy. And yeah, you and all of our friends and family. Then like, it's interesting because I wasn't thinking like, okay, wait a minute. Obviously I was happy and overjoyed, and I wanted to tell everybody, like our parents and our friends and family. But like in the back of my mind, like, I don't know why, but I just felt guilty. I don't know. Stop. I just felt a sense of guilt, like I wasn't thinking about Agnes, like I was just thinking about Ayo. I was thinking about Elizabeth, like because we're twins, like, and again, like, we feel each other on a different level.
Yeah.
Like what she said before, like what I have, she has usually. And I knew that, yeah, she was still single, and, you know, like, I felt guilty.
Ngomong ke dia.
I just felt guilty, like, even though I knew you were gonna be happy for us, like, I just couldn't help, like, oh my God, I don't want her to feel bad or anything, you know?
And it is the same feeling that you carry when you were children. What I have, I want
know you
her
felt
also
that.
to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know you feel so happy for us, but it's just like, I felt that guilt of like, I'm so happy I found my person. And I guess it's just like, I can't wait for you to find someone.
Yeah, well, we knew that, you know, it was going to happen to one of us first, and you just happened to be the first one. And
I thought I was gonna be first.
we thought she was going to be first for a second.
Oh my God.
But I was just thinking that, like, it's funny that you felt guilty on your second day of getting engaged, where you felt like, oh, I want her to have the same thing. But the thing that I think I struggled with the most is, like, I feel like I'm gonna lose you as a friend, as like a best friend, you know? Like, someone that I've done everything with. And like, we do everything together. We spend our entire lives together. And now I feel like Matthews is replacing me as that person that you're gonna do life with. That's what I struggle with. And like, feeling like I'm no longer gonna have, you know, the same role in your life. It's like, now he's the person
I don't think that's gonna
that you're
change
gonna
though.
go to for everything. You know, like a travel companion. Like, we always do things together. We always travel, and like our trips, and like, you're the only person that I can do certain things with. Like, there's nobody else. Like, not even Agnes. You know, can you know, take that role. So like, I think like, I don't want to take that role.
Like,
now you have somebody else.
Yeah.
And, like,
But I don't think that doesn't have to necessarily change. Like, we can still do the
I
same
know,
things.
but it's gonna be different. You know.
It is gonna be different, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be like a new format. It's gonna be a new format, but like, we can still do the same things, and that's why we can.
I know, but like, you also have to accept that, like, once you're married, your priorities are going to be different.
Yeah.
You're going to live in a different house. You're going to have kids. It's going to be, and maybe I will find
And you will go
that
through the same thing as well.
well, the same thing. But it's just, you know, you think about how we've lived our lives.
I know.
And then like how that's going to change. It's not going to be the same. So that's kind of.
It's an end of an era, and it's a new era.
It's the beginning of it.
It's the beginning of a new era.
So that was very emotional for us.
That felt like a therapy session.
That felt like a
Things
therapy
that we've
session.
never said in front of each other ever before.
So this is a
And they hugged.
This,
They hugged. Well, it was a group hug, so it doesn't count. They never hugged.
Never hugged.
No. But yeah, I just wish that the audience, whoever you are, you can take something from us. You can learn something from this, and I hope we've entertained you.
But yeah, we look forward to talking
Yeah.
to you guys even more about our lives and messy topics and
Maybe you
being
can
raw and
comment
vulnerable.
and let us know what you guys want to hear, any questions you have, what you're curious about. Just let us know in the comments. And yeah,
We're very
hope
open to suggestions.
We're very open to suggestions.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Or listening.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.